Welcome back, my friends. Imagine this. It's the peak of summer, the sun is relentless, and the rain clouds feel like they've forgotten your garden exists. You walk outside and see your plants drooping, their leaves tired and thirsty, the soil cracked from thirst. For many gardeners, this is the heartbreaking moment when months of hard work feel like they're slipping away. But here's the thing. Not all hope is lost. There's an old gardening method, one that our grandparents and even generations before them relied on, that can outsmart drought and keep your roots alive when everything else seems to fail. Today, I'm going to show you how this forgotten mulch trick can protect your plants, nourish your soil, and save you from the heartbreak of losing a crop to the summer heat. Stick with me, because what I'm about to share is simple, natural, and incredibly powerful. So, what is this forgotten trick? It all begins with the idea of deep mulch layering. Unlike the thin sprinkle of grass clippings or straw that many of us toss onto our garden beds, this old method relies on a thick, spongy blanket of organic matter built up slowly and deliberately. Traditionally, farmers and homesteaders used whatever they had on hand: leaves, spoiled hay, wood chips, even kitchen scraps, and laid them down in layers. Over time, these layers worked like a sponge, capturing every drop of rain, holding morning dew, and locking in soil moisture. Even in weeks of scorching drought, the roots beneath stayed cool, hydrated, and alive. Now, why does this method work so well? It comes down to how nature handles stress in the wild. Think about walking in a forest. The ground is rarely bare, right? It's usually covered with a soft carpet of fallen leaves, decomposing twigs, and organic debris. That natural mulch protects the soil, feeds the microorganisms, and keeps roots insulated from harsh conditions. When we mimic that same process in our gardens, we give our plants the same survival advantage that wild plants have enjoyed for centuries. But here's where it gets even more interesting. This mulch trick doesn't just trap water, it creates an entire ecosystem beneath your feet. Earthworms thrive in the cool, damp layers, breaking down the organic matter and turning it into rich humus. Fungi spread their delicate networks, connecting roots and delivering hidden nutrients. Beneficial microbes multiply, creating a living shield against soil-borne diseases. What starts out as a simple act of piling organic matter transforms your garden into a thriving underground city of life, all working together to protect your plants during tough times. If you've ever struggled with peppers wilting in the heat, tomatoes splitting after a sudden downpour, or root crops drying out before they've had time to mature, this method could change everything for you. The thick mulch not only prevents water loss, but it also moderates temperature swings. In the heat of the day, it keeps soil cool. On cooler nights, it holds warmth close to the roots. That balance is exactly what plants crave to stay healthy and resilient. So, how do you do it in your own garden? Start by gathering whatever organic matter you can find: shredded leaves, straw, grass clippings, wood chips, or even half-composted material. Instead of spreading a thin, decorative layer, build it up. Aim for 4 to 6 inches deep around your plants, and if you're mulching a pathway or fallow bed, you can go even thicker. The goal is to create a sponge-like barrier between your soil and the harsh outside world. So don't worry if it looks a little messy at first. This is the kind of gardening that values function over appearance, really. And within just a few weeks, you'll start to see your soil transform. Another tip that makes this method so powerful is, layering materials. You want to start with coarser, slower to break down matter on the bottom, like wood chips or shredded branches, and then add softer, nitrogen-rich materials like grass or green leaves on top. Over time, those layers mingle and balance each other out, preventing nitrogen lockup and feeding the soil at a steady pace. If you've got access to manure or compost, a light sprinkle between layers will speed up the process even more. What's fascinating is that this isn't just about drought survival. Gardeners who've practiced this mulch trick often report fewer weeds, healthier soil structure, and stronger plant growth overall. Instead of constantly watering, fertilizing, and weeding, they let the mulch system do the heavy lifting. The result? Well, you end up with a garden that feels more self-sustaining, with less stress on you, and honestly, a lot more resilience built into your soil. So if you've been battling the frustration of drought or, watching your plants struggle year after year, give this forgotten mulch method a try. It's not a new gadget, it's not a pricey soil amendment, it's really just a return to simple, time-tested wisdom. Your garden will thank you with stronger harvests, healthier plants, and, well, peace of mind when the weather doesn't go your way. If you found this guide helpful and want to keep learning these forgotten tricks that make modern gardening easier and more rewarding, make sure to subscribe to Gentle Herb Living and share this video with a friend who loves gardening as much as you do. Together, we can bring back the wisdom of the past and grow gardens that thrive no matter what the skies decide to do.